Ilalia mami inshallah. Ilalia mami inshallah. Àwa tá ń tẹ̀lé tí òjíṣẹ́ ńlá. Iwájú làwa ò máa lọ, a ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Sunnah and self-esteem ara ọ̀tọ̀. Ètò ìrora ẹni lágbára, ìgbéra ẹni níyì ti wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́ báyìí o. Ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ lórí iléeṣẹ́ wa, Naija 101.1 FM. Láti aago 6 títí di aago 8 àṣálẹ́. Láti ṣe olùgbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí, ẹ kàn sí wa lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa 077-690-51172 077-690-51172. New Era and Sunnah and Self-Esteem, your educative, empowerment and development program. Fridays on Naija 101.1 FM, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For sponsorship, please contact us on 077-690-51172, 077-690-51172. You can send us an email, ss.esteem@gmail.com. We are on Facebook. Check us on Facebook, Sunnah and Self-Esteem. Ilalia mami inshallah. Ilalia mami inshallah. Àwa tá ń tẹ̀lé tí òjíṣẹ́ ńlá. Iwájú làwa ò máa lọ, a ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Iwájú lèmi ò máa lọ, ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Iwájú lẹ́yìn ò máa lẹ, ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Ilalia mami inshallah. Ilalia mami inshallah. Àwa tá ń tẹ̀lé tí òjíṣẹ́ ńlá. Iwájú làwa ò máa lọ, a ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Sunnah and Self-Esteem ara ọ̀tọ̀. Ètò ìrora ẹni lágbára, ìgbéra ẹni níyì ti wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́ báyìí o. Ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ lórí iléeṣẹ́ wa, Naija 101.1 FM. Láti aago 6 títí di aago 8 àṣálẹ́. Láti ṣe olùgbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí, ẹ kàn sí wa lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa 077-690-51172, 077-690-51172. New Era and Sunnah and Self-Esteem, your educative, empowerment and development program. Fridays on Naija 101.1 FM, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For sponsorship, please contact us on 077-690-51172, 077-690-51172. You can send us an email, ss.esteem@gmail.com. We are on Facebook. Check us on Facebook, Sunnah and Self-Esteem. Ilalia mami inshallah. Ilalia mami inshallah. Àwa tá ń tẹ̀lé tí òjíṣẹ́ ńlá. Iwájú làwa ò máa lọ, a ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Iwájú lèmi ò máa lọ, ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o. Iwájú lẹ́yìn ò máa lẹ, ò máa ní ìrẹ̀yìn o.
ìyàwó mi wà. Ṣé dáadáa mo bá yí ìfẹ́ mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ojú ìlú bá ní mọ́ra kí ló tún dé. Kí ló tún dé? Àkìlí ní kí ló kó bàbá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Abánigé mọ̀mọ́ wẹ́ ní ọ̀tá ṣáàkì. Mo ti mọ ohun tó ń ṣe ìtẹ̀ ń bò lọ́kàn. Àbí tówó tẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi nílò. Kí tó jáde lówùrọ̀ yìí tí ẹ nílò rẹ̀. Tí mo sì ní kò sí káṣí lọ́wọ́ mi o. Kí ẹ jẹ́ kí darí dé ẹ̀ńgòdù rẹ̀. Mo ti bá níyà báńkì mo ti gbówó dé o. Òun rẹ̀ ẹ̀ka lọ́wọ́ mi kí ẹ yẹ wọnú mọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ wo kọ́ ló ń ṣe ní àmọ́dún yẹn o? Àbá sọ̀rọ̀ kò tó ń gbó lálá jẹ́rìí o. Torí lára ohun tó ṣe mí tó gbé mi lọ́kàn. Ó tún mẹ́nu lé lọ́wọ́ ìṣèkò wa lóró. Ohun tó dání sọ fún mi olólùfẹ́ mi. Àyà mi ohun tó dání sọ fún mi olólùfẹ́ mi. Kí ìyàwó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà nínú ìgbé o. Lọ́wọ́ kọ́ máa wà nílẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Wọ́n sì ní òkè lọ́wọ́ máa fún ìgbé o. Mi ò níṣẹ́ mi ò lábọ̀ ṣerú kẹwàá dání. Ìwọ ní bá fẹ́ náà tọ́rọ bá fẹ́ náà kọ́kọ́. Abẹ́lágbá abẹ́lá o ṣe bíbọ̀ ní o. Ìwọ ló ń sanwó léwé àwọn ọmọ wa o. Ẹni lójú lójú ló ti sùn. Àyà mi ẹni lójú lójú ló ti sùn o. Kí ló bá ní orógbó òbí tí o yàn? Pẹ̀lú gbogbo òwe tí mo kà níbọn tó ń já sí sílẹ̀. Lọ́wọ́ ronú mọ́ bá lébi lòlójú fẹ́mi. Lábárí bọ́dún kò tọ́mọ sí mọ́bí láyé. Lábá ronú láyé apákẹ́sọ̀ ló fà á. Èmi gan ò dúró rárá ọlọ́kùnrin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. الحمد لله حمدا. الحمد لله كثيرا. الحمد لله طيبا. الحمد لله مباركا فيه. الحمد لله حمدا. الحمد لله كثيرا. الحمد لله طيبا. الحمد لله مباركا فيه. الحمد لله. الحمد لله. الحمد لله رب العالمين. يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا الملك يا قدوس والسلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الله سبحانه وتعالى. جل جلالك يا لطيف. جل جلالك يا رحمن. جل جلالك يا صمد. جل جلالك يا مميت. جل جلالك يا رشيد. جل جلالك يا أحد. جل جلالك يا صمد. جل جلالك يا الله. الله لطيف بعباده يرزق من يشاء. يرزق من يشاء وهو قوي العزيز. ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله. 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 لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. آمين. Name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Allah Ya Rahman, the everlasting God. Al-Mulk, Al-Qudus, As-Salam, Al-Mumin, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbir. We testify that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one. There's none worthy of his praise or worship. We also testify that our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is a messenger of Allah and the last prophet sent to mankind. We are sinners yet Ghafur. We ask for your forgiveness. Forgive our sins. Pardon our mistakes. We also ask for multiple blessings upon our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, his family, friends, and the Ummah. Continue to guide us aright, Ya Rabbal Alameen. We are very grateful for everything you've done in our lives. We're saying Alhamdulillah, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Today, I have one of my darling sister who will be hosting alongside myself. It's our first time. I would like you to help me and join me welcome our darling sister, Rasheeda Adejare, all the way from Birmingham, who is co-hosting with me on today's program. May Allah in His infinite mercy accept from all of us and reward us and you, our loved ones, our guest speaker today, and all of us abundantly. Amen. Before we go straight into the program, I would like to give a shout out, a happy birthday wishes to my darling big brother, my beloved darling big brother, Alhaja Abdul Hakim Babajide Ayeola. Happy birthday to you, sir. Many happy returns in good health and in wealth. May Allah grant you Hidayah. May Allah grant you Sakina. Increase His blessing upon you. Increase you in Iman. Guide your ways. May Allah in His infinite mercy grant you all your wishes and many more. Allahumma ameen. Happy birthday to you, my darling big brother. Many happy returns, inshallah. MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. Èmi ọmọ yín àbúrò yín olólùfẹ́ yín Nafeesa Ayeola ya ọ̀dọ̀fin ni mo dé bí a ṣe ń dé lórí ètò yín Jum'ah and Self-Esteem. Èmi nìkan ni mo máa ṣètò. Àwa obìnrin mẹ́ta, àwa ìyá mẹ́ta, àwa ìyàwó mẹ́ta, àwa abiyamọ mẹ́ta ni a máa ṣètò lénìí. Èmi àti sister mi olólùfẹ́ mi, sister Rasheeda Adejare láti ìlú Birmingham ni àjọ máa coordinate program lénìí. Kí Ọlọ́run lánàá jùlọ kí ó gbà ní ìbádà fún gbogbo apátápátá. Àkọ́kọ́ rèé tí sísà máa wá sórí ètò, àmọ́ kò kí ń ṣàkọ́kọ́ rèé tí wọ́n máa wà lórí Jum'ah and Self-Esteem nítorí èèyàn kan ò kí ń jẹ́ àwádé, ajíjọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ Jum'ah and Self-Esteem ni. Àmọ́ silent worker làwọn. Ọlọ́run kádàrá wípé a máa gbé wọn jáde lénìí. Kọ́lọ́run kó gbà ní ìbádà fún wọn, fún ẹ̀mí, fún guest speaker wa gbogbo ẹ̀yin àwọn guest speakers wa àti fún gbogbo apátápátá. Inú mi dùn láti kí wọ́n káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lénìí àti gbogbo apátápátá. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba. Kó tó di wípé mo fún sister mi láyè láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí, inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún. Mo ní àǹfààní, ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lórí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, olólùfẹ́ mi ni wọ́n, bàbá mi ni wọ́n tún jẹ́. Alhaji Abdul Hakim Babajide Ayeola tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí lénìí, kí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí wọ́n ṣọ̀pọ̀ ọdún láyé. Happy birthday to you, sir. Many happy returns in good health and in wealth. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń rò ní ti dáadáa á ṣe kò ń gẹ́ sí Ọlọ́run á gbà á mú wọlé àṣẹ, á tún ṣe oríṣiríṣi oore ìdùnnú, oore ayọ̀ fún yín, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa, ẹ dàgbà, ẹ dògbò, ẹ gbélé ayé ṣe wọn rí. Wala kun fayakun, wala la hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Alhaji mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, olólùfẹ́ mi, ṣé bẹ́yìn lọ́mọ Ayeola ò yẹ nìkan. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ owó lódì, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ iṣu wà nílé kò sọ́bẹ̀. Ọmọ dúdú tó wà nílé ò mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sè, ọmọ pupa tó mọ̀ ṣe ti rìnrìn àjò. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ igi mẹ́ta ń bẹ̀jù, kan sówó ìkan sọmọ ìkan sàlárì bàbá aṣọ. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ dára nóyè, dára lórí ẹṣin. Yìí mú dúró níbẹ̀ yẹn náà. Èyí bá ti rí yín, tá bá ti ríra, kọ́lọ́run ṣe nírọ̀rùn láìpẹ́ màá wá gborí owó oríkì mi lọ́wọ́ yín. I love you to pieces, my darling big brother and daddy. You've been there. We all love you. And Allah in His infinite mercy will continue to bless you more and continue to guide you aright, your children, your wife, inshallah. Mawa hand over see Sister Rasheeda T. Omabawa introduce the guest tiwa. We'll be talking about women as leaders. We'll look into the religious aspects of women as leaders. We'll look into the political aspect and also the parastatals, public places or public spaces, women leading in these areas. Inshallah, Sister Rasheeda, over to you. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba, assalamu alaikum. It's so wonderful to have you on today's program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Sister Rasheeda.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Going Sister Rasheeda, I cannot hear you. I hope it's not from my end. Let me see. Let me try and listen to the program on Facebook and see if Sister Rasheeda.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister, let me try and listen to the Sister Rasheeda.
Now I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Mashallah, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ati or Domini Wongbo. Everybody in Rasheeda, over to you, ma. I'll need to work it out why I cannot hear you. Please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Viewers, thank you for joining on the program with us today. I would like to welcome on board our special guest speaker today, Alhaja Kudirat Dada, and she'll be talking to us about women as political leaders, women as religious leaders, and women as public service leaders. Alhaja Kudirat Dada, she's the founder of She Africa Initiative, and she'll be joining us soon, inshallah.
I cannot hear.
And she'll be joining us soon, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, it's definitely from my end. You can hear me. Everybody can hear you, but I cannot hear you. So, Sister Rasheeda, I'll leave you to set the ball rolling while I try to figure out what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to take myself off the screen. So please carry on while I try to figure this out. Jazakallahu khair.
Amin wa yakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our special guest speaker, Alhaja Kudirat Dada. Welcome on board. Ni si mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí introduce yín, ṣe àfihàn yín sí gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé lóko. Ní orí ètò lẹ́ni ẹni tí mo ta ní pẹ̀lú wa wọ́n ní Alhaja Kudirat Dada, all the way from Walsall, Birmingham, West Midlands. It's good to have you here. So Alhaja Kudirat Dada jẹ́ founder She Africa Initiative. Ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò láti kẹ́ tó sọ fún wa nǹkan tẹ́ wá bá wa sọ lẹ́ni, mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ fún wa ráńpẹ́ kí ló prompt yín láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ She Africa Initiative ẹ fi sọ fún àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe, nǹkan tó wà about, kí ló prompt yín, báwo ló ṣe ń lọ, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ join or ẹni tó bá, just ẹ fún wa ní summary. Tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wa kí àwọn ará ilé ká tó move lọ sórí ètò ní pẹrẹu.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والحاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's an honor And I feel very good to be here with you this evening. And Baraka Jum'ah to all Muslims. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Right. I think you just asked a question. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I founded She Africa. However, I'm not the only one I'm not the only person driving the vehicle of She Africa Initiative. She Africa Initiative was born out of compassion. It was, I would just like to narrate a brief story. It was while I was in school, when I was in the university, at Olabisi Onabanjo University. And, Olabisi Onabanjo University, they don't have hostels like the normal hostels in school. You have to live out of campus. So we were living, I was there with my younger sister. So we're living in the town, and there we had some indigenes who lived with us. Who lived around us. So, when I was there, I saw the level of poverty. Like, you see children going to school in the morning, torn clothes, they don't, some don't even eat, they struggle to go to school and all of that. So when I now relocated to the UK, and I saw the level of the circumstance which children learn, and the kind of technology they get exposed to and all of that. So I thought and they were doing well, and then that thing that came into my mind, apparently in Nigeria, if children get access to this sort of technology or are given this opportunity, they definitely will achieve their potential. I was speaking with one of my brothers, so we will talk about it, okay, what can we do to get things to get involved and to impact people's lives? So that was when I thought about the idea of initiating a charity organization or a non-governmental organization. So the name She Africa is an acronym that is coined from the name Shelter, Healthcare and Education for Africa Initiative. So it's an acronym, She, because I wanted something feminine, you understand? Because right from the World Go, I've always been championing female ideas and passion. So I wanted something feminine. So that was what brought about the name. It was one of my brother one of my colleague in the US. We're working with a support group then, Engineer Francis. So he just gave me the idea that, okay, let's just give it this name. And that's what brought about She Africa Initiative. She Africa Initiative is a non-governmental organization for the purpose of advocating, supporting, empowering, enriching, and ensuring every child's basic fundamental right to decent shelter, sound health care, and quality education. This is just it. So that's it.
MashaAllah. Thank you very much, Eshe Goni. So ní kúkúrú She Africa Initiative fún àǹfààní àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wá tí wọ́n gbọ́ gbogbo Gẹ̀ẹ́sì tẹ́ ti bá wa sọ yẹn. Ní kúkúrú èdè, She Africa Initiative wà láti ran ṣé ọmọdé àbágbà nìkan ni àbí àtọmọdé àtàgbà lè ràn lọ́wọ́?
Yeah, basically, we need to empower children because our ọmọdé ló máa di leaders lọ́la. You understand? And the foundation is very, very paramount. When the children lack access to quality education and shelter, we know that when you don't have good food or when you don't have good healthcare, you will not be able to strive to do well in school. So apparently, children, basically the less privileged children.
So, ní kúkúrú èdè, She Africa Initiative wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ láti ṣe ìrànwọ́ fún àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ní ìrànlọ́wọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àwọn tó kù
àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ni, so bí ọ̀rọ̀ She Africa Initiative ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. So ká wá lọ sí orí ètò. I don't know if Sister Nafeesa ti sort out microphone issue, but move on lọ sí orí topic tẹ́ fẹ́ wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò lénìí, which is women as leaders, religious leaders, political leaders, and public official leaders or public service leaders or civil service leaders, put it that way. So inshallah, I would leave the floor open to you to carry on with the talk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Women as leaders. That topic has been something very controversial, you know, from the onset. Oh, sorry, I need to mute this because it's kind of distracting me. You know, it's been a topic that's been quite controversial because some school of thought argue that women are not supposed to be leaders or to lead in the political system or as in the leadership system or the governmental agencies or religious settings. However, I know we live in a male-dominated world, but women, they provide the foundation for power, they provide the foundation for growth, they provide the foundation for creativity, they provide the foundation for hope, they provide the foundation for justice, whether we like it or not. And over the years, so many great women, I mean, throughout history, so many great women have, you know, they have, we've witnessed many great women who have tapped into everyday power to leave an indelible mark, to leave an important mark in the society. Women are regarded as, you know, in my own language, I would say women are the vehicle that makes things happen. Like one of the quotes of Margaret Thatcher, she said, if you want something said, ask a man. But if you want something done, ask a woman. Women make things happen. They make things happen. Men would talk, but women will make the thing, they will make it happen. Over the years, whether we like it or not, there has been precedents in the Holy Quran that women that have been leaders and they have done remarkably well. As Muslims, there is no way we would speak about women that we would not make reference to Hajara and Maryam, the mother of Jesus Christ, mother of Anabi Isa, alayhi salatu wasalam. These women have done, I mean, they have left remarkable marks on the land, you understand, in history. And again, speaking about Muslim women, although those two that I've mentioned, they were not Muslims anyway, because it was before the birth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, there is no way we will we will have any discussion in Islam about women that will not make reference to those two. Adejare was the wife of Anabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. And again, when we now talk about the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have Khadija. Khadija was one of the pillars that encouraged Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to accept that it was actually Allah who sent Angel Jibril. So in a way, we refer to her as the mother of. Let me see. I meant to down. You know, Khadija was referred to. You know, she played an important role for the birth of Islam. And again, we have Aisha radiallahu anha. You know, Aisha played a prominent role during the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and even after Rasulullah passed away. She led several political system, and then she led one of the army. She led one of the battle of I think Battle of the Camel, something. I'm not very sure. So when you look at this, there has been so many women over time that have played so many important roles that we cannot just overlook them. And again, in recent times, we have Ben Bhutto of Pakistan. She was the first woman prime minister in Pakistan, and there is so many things to there are so many things to credit. And you know, so she was the first. And there is so many things to So there is no way, there is no way to have, there is no way we can succeed, like what we as women can accomplish. So women these days are underrated. I think there is a noisy.
Assalamualaikum.
I think there is a noise, some noise coming from the background.
Hello, Sister Nafeesa. It's better now.
Okay, so alhamdulillah. So like I was saying, there are so many Muslim women that have made, that have done remarkably well, throughout history. We have Sumaya. Sumaya was the first martyr of Islam because
I'm not sure
she was one of the first slaves that accepted Islam.
I'm trying to play,
but unfortunately, because they didn't have
video, but I'm not
kind of
about it. I'm not sure if it's from me, but I'll play off now.
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
All right. Can I go ahead? I think I can.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, as I was saying, we have Sumaya, who was also who was Muslims at that time, and we have Arwa, the longest ruler, sciences and study of Quran, poetry, history, and hadith, and she achieved the highest rank of Hujat. She did a lot of dawah and won people to Islam. She spoke to people about Islam. She had a lot of converts because she was a remarkable woman. And we would have to mention Hafsa, one of the wives of the Prophet. She memorized the Quran as well, and she narrated about over 60 hadith. So these are women that we cannot overlook. We can't. There is no way we will speak about Islam or Muslim women that will not mention these names. And there are so many of them as well. And again, like I said, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not support the leadership of women, the story of Balkis won't come up in the Quran. We have the story of Balkis. She was also Queen of Sheba, if I'm right, I think. So she was a ruler. She was a fantastic ruler before she accepted Islam from Sulaiman, alayhi salatu wasalam. So these are women that we cannot overlook their strength and all the things that they achieved over time in our religion. However, I still know that there are controversies surrounding the issue of women being leaders in religious settings. But in political settings, we have several factors that can drive women politically. The first I would want to talk about is, when a woman is married or when a woman is from a prominent family, that prompts her to automatically want to be involved in politics. The second one is when she's married to an influential husband. You understand? That in a way puts them on the edge of getting involved. And the third is personal interest. But the personal interest one is sometimes limited by maybe domestic chores or the raising of children. When a woman is involved and needs to raise a child, they tend to join politics later in life. So those are the three factors. And in parastatals, we have several. The list to the strength of a woman is endless, honestly. Particularly in the parastatals, in this public sector, we have several women who have achieved great, that have reached the climax of their career. Due to hard work, they work hard to get to their, to the climax of their career. So people like that, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, we have Mrs. Remi Tinubu, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, Alhaja Asuliat Adedeji, Alimot Pelewura. The list is endless. So if you look over the time, in history, there has been women who have been doing remarkably well. So we don't need to subject them, And this, I want to make, there is this quote that says, "No nation can flourish if it tries to suppress the strength of women." Women are so powerful, whether we like it or not. you know. And there's another quote that says, if you educate a man, you educate a man. But if you educate a woman, you educate a whole generation. So I think it is high time people need to start speaking up and start supporting women. Women have got great things to do, and women need to stand up as well. I'm not, in this instance, I'm not saying they should try to compete or like, you know, fight alongside men, but let's allow people fulfill their potentials, especially women. So.
Thank you very much. Our special guest speaker, I pray Almighty Allah increase you in knowledge, in wisdom, inshallah ta'ala. So, ní àfikún nǹkan tí Alhaja Kudirat bá wa sọ ni wípé ọjọ́ obìnrin ò lè figbágágbá pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin. There are some restrictions, but at the same time, there's this saying that says if you give a woman a seed, or if you educate a woman, I'm not too sure of that quote, you raising a nation.
It's a man. A woman, you educate a whole generation.
Yes, that's that saying. So women has got no, you know, there's no, not like there's no boundary, but women has got a lot to offer. Our nation has got a lot to offer our community. And as we all know, we women, we are the first school. See, we are the first school. We are the first teacher. See, àwọn ọmọ mọ̀. Yorùbá dẹ̀ máa sọ pé ilé la ti ń kẹ́ṣọ̀ọ́ ròde, obìnrin dẹ̀ ló ní ilé. So, yeah, we women, we are nothing but nation builders. We are nothing but community builders.
Absolutely.
So, kí Ọlọ́run bá jọ kó túbọ̀ fún àwọn lọ́wọ́ ká lè ṣe mọ́.
And again, you know that women make great leaders. In fact, in my own opinion, I would say women make better leaders. You understand? Because women are very passionate about anything they do. You know, they're full of compassion. You understand? They tend to, women tend to be more involved. You understand? And they are sensitive to a lot of things, because when you put a woman at the end of affairs, all she wants to do is to succeed. She wants to ensure that she succeeds. And then all this list to the female strength is endless. You understand? Because women are there to achieve. All they want to do is to achieve. Recently, we saw in the US, we now have a first female vice president.
Yes.
In the United States of America. You know, she wasn't limited. So that's what I'm saying, that we should support women, you know, to help them fulfill they suppress women. But I think it is high time we start letting women take over, like let them take control of, you know, be involved. When when they are involved, they succeed. So that's my take.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. So we women, we are nothing but nation builders. And yeah, we the way this program is meant for everybody, but at the same time, it's for women to empower women, for us to lead. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, it's good you can hear me. I would like to say a special thank you to Sister Rasheeda for stepping in, and also to our darling Alhaja Kudirat Dada. I still cannot hear a thing. I don't know what's happening. I just want to say one or two things. It's actually really good that Sister Rasheeda came today. Alhamdulillah for everything. Thank you so much. Women, nation builders, women home builders, women mothers, sisters, women.
Oh. I think she's struggling with the network, perhaps. Okay.
So let's carry on while we try to get Sister Nafeesa back online. So like, as we were saying, we women, we should try and support each other. Let's find each other's flame. Let's support each other as much as we can. if you see another sister of yours or another woman trying to do something and you've got an idea, try to support them, because we are the ones that would move the world, make the world a better place, put it that way. And there's this research, I can't remember what it says, women are more attentive to details, like compared to our male counterparts. Like if you give a woman a task and give a man that same task to do as well, the women tend to come out, they pick every details, every
absolutely
in
because
that.
women have better intuition.
Yes.
You understand? So that's one of the reasons. They have better intuition, they're more attentive, they're focused, and more, I would say, determined to succeed.
So, and likewise, we women, we are important as well. For Almighty Allah to name a whole surah after us in the Quran, this is to show how important we women are. Honestly, I am so proud to be a woman. I can't just thank Allah enough.
Absolutely.
So, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you very much, Adejare, for that wonderful lecture.
There is this quote from G.D. Anderson that I would like to talk about. You know, a lot of times when women want to stand up or to want their voices heard, in some circles they term them as feminists. You understand? They see them as feminists. And G. Anderson said, feminism isn't about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. So it's not about being a feminist. It's about, like, they are trying to show their strength, allow them to strive, allow them to fulfill what they want to fulfill. Just in addition, I'm just corroborating what you just said.
Yes, you're very right. That's a very nice one to quote. So, and I don't know if it's my own perspective or the way I view things, like in organization at times, when they say that it's a woman that is the leader or is at the top of, there tends to be pressure from the male counterparts, kind of. But I mean, I feel like it's good to see women in top position as well, because every woman has this instinct of motherhood, this instinct of passion and mercy in them. So I think seeing women in high post, put it that way, in top post, it's something we should encourage. This is not to say women are trying to be rivals with men or trying to, contest it with men, but at the same time, it's about like getting women involved, getting women to, be the driver at times, to steer the boat at times. Let them have that, what's the word? I lost that word. But my main point is there shouldn't be limits to what women can achieve, in as much as it is still within the context for women that are Muslims, in as much as it is still within the context of, or within the boundaries of our religion. So we shouldn't be limited. Women we should be able to have our voice, have our say in trending issues, in religious issues, in political issues as well, in offices. Women shouldn't be just put behind and say, she's just a woman, what has she got to say? That is why we women as well, we shouldn't limit ourselves. Even if the society is trying to limit us, we shouldn't limit ourselves. Let's strive hard in whatever we do.
Absolutely.
Whatever sector.
In addition to what she just said, what I see is like women need to start supporting one another. We shouldn't top down on other women. You understand? Because when we work together, we achieve more. You understand? Yes. And if you look back at it, there are so many literary works that are published by women, that helps women a lot. In the religious circle, we have Saida in Senegal. She's written several books to support women, to speak about women, the role of women, and all of that. So I think women. Nowadays we have more women speaking up, even in societies where the Muslim societies or the Muslim-dominated countries that have suppressed the strength of women. Nowadays there have been more involvement of women in the affairs of the country, in the political affairs and what have you, and they have recognition of women. So I would really want to that more communities and more states, they get women involved more. You understand, to get this out to the public.
Very well said, my sister. Very well said. So Alhamdulillah, we're still trying to get Sister Nafeesa back online. I think technology is not just our friend today. So I hope she gets back online soon. So
equally important, Shemo, there is something that it's very common with our men. Men tend to see their women like competitors. Maybe when they are when they are being outspoken. I think we need to correct this notion. Don't see your wife as a competitor, support her. The likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the likes of Kamala Harris, and several others like that. If they didn't get the support of their husband, probably they might not even reach the climax of their career. So I think our men should kindly please try to support the women. If you see your wife has got a potential, or she's got potentials to achieve something, support her, help her, and then advise her and guide her. That's that is what the men should do. Not bringing them down, not trying to silence them. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's wife, they were outspoken in a way, and also if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not in support of women as leaders, the story of Balikis wouldn't come up in the Quran. You understand? So that's my own take. May Allah continue to guide us, inshallah.
Àmín, ya Rabbal Alamin. Ṣé gan ni fún ní kúkúrú èdè láti ṣe summary fún àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa ní Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ bí orí rédíò lọ ti ń gbọ́ wa àbí Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lénìí ni obìnrin, bí obìnrin ṣe jẹ́ aṣíwájú nínú ẹ̀sìn. Ẹ correct me tí n bá wrong o. Àbí aṣíwájú nínú òṣèlú, àbí aṣíwájú ní ipò ní
ìjọba,
ní iṣẹ́ ìjọba. So ní kúkúrú èdè, àwa obìnrin ẹ jẹ́ ká gbìyànjú ká ranra wa lọ́wọ́, ká fara wa lọ́wọ́ sókè. Then àwa obìnrin, bó ṣe jẹ́ pé àwa obìnrin ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí ọmọ máa kọ́kọ́ lọ, kọ́lọ́run kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ká gbìyànjú láti kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa, kò bá jẹ́ ọmọ obìnrin, kò bá jẹ́ ọmọ ọkùnrin, ká kọ́ wọn pé because obìnrin míì gan ní àsìkò tàwa yìí, ní sẹ́ńtúrì tàwa yìí, obìnrin míì yìí wà tó jẹ́ pé kò gbàgbọ́ wípé obìnrin lè jẹ́ aṣíwájú. So ká correct notion yẹn, àwọn obìnrin ká ríra wa bí ẹni tó máa gbé orílẹ̀-èdè sókè, bí ẹni tó máa gbé orílẹ̀-èdè ga. So studio line, tá bá rí àwọn viewers wa, àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé tí wọ́n ní question àbí táwọn náà ní nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ bá wa sọ ní orí ètò yìí. The studio line is 078-5246-2910. I'll repeat, 078-5246-2910. Fún àǹfààní àwọn tí wọ́n bá ní ìbéèrè tán fẹ́ tán fẹ́ bi wá àbí tán bá ní nǹkan tán fẹ́ fi bá wa dá sí ní orí ètò náà. So ní bá ṣe ń sọ lọ, ṣé nǹkan kan tó wà tí Alhaja tún fẹ́ fi gbà wá níyànjú?
Shemo, nothing much other than that, the fact that we obìnrin a ní láti máa rọra wa lọ́wọ́, and Shemo lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri pàápàá jù lórí social media. Ṣé ti understand? Kò dára tó kóbìnrin máa mú obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ wálẹ̀. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ ti yé yín? Kò dára tó ó dá kí a jọ fọwọ́ àgbájọwọ́ la fi ń sọ̀yà. So ó dá kí a rọra wa lọ́wọ́, kájọ fara wa lọ́wọ́ sókè. There are a lot of women, even in the home front, obìnrin, they are leaders in a way. By default, obìnrin, they are actually leaders because they lead from the home front as well. Nípa bí a ká ṣe nǹkan nínú ilé, a fẹ́ mú ọmọ lọ sí kíní kan, a fẹ́ ṣe kíní kan nípa ọmọ. Lóòótọ́ bàbá ọjọ́ máa jọ jíròrò pẹ̀lú bàbá, but obìnrin náà ló ṣì máa ṣíwájú. You understand? So it's very important ká máa support ara wa, and ó dáa kí ọkùnrin àbí ọkọ kí wọ́n support ìyàwó wọn. Tó bá rí i pé okay, ìyàwó mi ní potentials, ìyàbó ní irú nǹkan báyìí tó lè ṣe, tó lè fi dá sí nǹkan ní àwùjọ, tó dẹ̀ lè ṣe àǹfààní fún ìjọ àbí ó lè ṣe àǹfààní fún ìlú, ó dáa kí ọkọ kó gbárùkù tì sí ìyàwó ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó burú tí ìyàwó bá jẹ́ leader, you know, tàbí kẹ̀ tó bá leader tó bá jẹ́ aṣíwájú níbì kan, kò burú kọ́kọ́ support ẹ̀, you know. It's for the good of their family, and it's for the good of the family, and ìyẹn sì sàn ju obìnrin tó ń ṣèrànù àbí kẹ̀ tó ń borúkọ ọkọ àbí tó ń borúkọ ẹbí jẹ́. So in my own opinion, I would always advise that our men should kindly always support our women. You know, let's support them, because there are lots of things they really share. Even if you look at it, many of these countries nowadays, look at the countries that have got female presidents. They're doing well, you know, economically and otherwise. They are doing well. New Zealand, I was reading about her the other day and found out that she's just 40 years old. I was alarmed and I was surprised that, wow, and she's doing this well. So it's like, imagine if they had limited her and not stopped her from getting to that position. Support her, like, okay, go to a Jade contest or go leader or political leader or whatever. So it's very important that anybody that you see, any woman that you see that's got potential of achieving or becoming something, let's try to support. And the men, especially the men, you know, no, I don't think it's right. You know, that idea and that notion, we need to work on it and we need to change it.
Ṣẹ́gun ní àfikún sí nǹkan tẹ́ sọ bí ẹ ṣe sọ tí ẹ parọ́ ni wípé ṣé mọ̀ pé Yorùbá máa ń sọ kankan wá ní tí ọ̀rẹ́ mi bá jọba èmi gan á jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ọba. So tí àwọn obìnrin tábà support ara wa, báwo la yẹ fẹ́ sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi mà ní lágbájá tó ń ṣe nǹkan dáadáa báyìí, ọ̀rẹ́ mi mà ní tàmẹ̀dò tó ń ṣe nǹkan ribiribi yìí. So àwọn obìnrin, the bottom line is láti achieve that women being religious leaders, láti achieve women being political leaders, láti achieve women being parastatal leaders, we need to support each other. We need to look out for each other. We need to empower each other, because Yorùbá náà ló máa sọ pé what's the word? Igi kan ò lè dágbó ṣe. So we should not support. So and so ní àfikún ẹni
just like go ahead.
So no, mo kàn fẹ́ tún wá àwọn viewers wa tó ń wò wá ní bóyá lórí Instagram ni àbí lórí Facebook ni àbí lórí rédíò lọ ti ń gbọ́ wá ni pé studio line ṣì wà open tó bá any contribution or anything, the question of the studio line is still open, and the studio line is still 07931000510 or 07852462910.
My line is infinity mercy reward you abundantly. I hope you can hear me now because I can hear you.
Yes, I can.
I hear you. Oh, can you hear us now?
Technology is very funny.
Yeah, I can hear her.
I've missed most of it while I was trying to get the right thing, but alhamdulillah, I'm sure you would have done perfectly well. Thank you everybody for supporting at the
actually done really well.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Being the first time, kudos. See, she
actually done well.
Alhamdulillah,
Rabbil
Alamin. Ibo ni èmi ti máa come in nísìn àti kí gbogbo àwọn sisters wa tí on bá wa wait to, right? Àti acknowledge àwọn tó ń bá wa wò.
No, not yet. So we still need to acknowledge them. Viewers are lórí Facebook, àti lórí Instagram. I need to acknowledge one.
Okay. My sincere apologies, everybody. All of you. Shan, thank you. I would like to say thank you, huge thank you to everybody. Thank you for your patience. Esheti, technology, you can never rely on them, especially when you have to change devices. So which is what happened today. But alhamdulillah, everything is fine. I would like to recommend to acknowledge and greet Alhaji Wagbade or Mr. Gbade Adejare. Sister Adejare, thank you for joining us today. My sweet sister Abimbola Olorike, as usual, thank you for joining us. My darling sister Omotoke Mariam Shode Risaka, you know. Brothers, Ayeola, thank you so much for joining us today. If you want, Sister Bisola Alabi, thank you for joining us. Brother Ismail Adejare, thank you for joining us today. Latifa Ayeola, thank you for joining us as well. And every other person, Tim, you have been unable to acknowledge on Instagram. Brother David Talks, thank you for joining us. Brother Abdul Salam Olayinka, thank you for joining us. And many more people I'm unable to see at the moment or to mention your name. Thank you for joining us on the program. Sister or brother Ayeola Oloyin, thank you for joining us today. Shalafia Nubuwawal. Alhamdulillah, Stabisola Nabi. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ọlọ́run wa alamjilo kò ní jẹ́ kí a fi eléyìí ṣàfihàn. Mo sọ pé kò ní gbọ́ púpọ̀ nínú nǹkan tí àwọn guest speaker wa sọ because of nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àmọ́ women leaders to come for women to come to forward, let's accept the responsibility to be leaders. The reason we are saying this is because I need to support our, I need to encourage our. There are so many positions we can take out there. There are so many things you can do to make a difference. It's not like baga anybody baga but taba wo dada nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run bá ní kọkùnrin ṣe Ọlọ́run máa ní kóbìnrin ṣe most of the time. Yàtọ̀ sí àwọn nǹkan kan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìrun, àmọ́ pé obìnrin lè lead ìrun. Àmọ́ níbi ọkùnrin bá wà ńbẹ̀, obìnrin lè lead ìrun tó bá jẹ́ pé obìnrin nìkan ló wà ńbẹ̀. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé according to àwọn scholars, wọ́n ní obìnrin kò lè jẹ́ leader àwọn for probably the general head nítorí iṣẹ́ líle ni. Àmọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin ọkùnrin bá lè ṣe, tí obìnrin bá ní energy láti ṣe yàtọ̀ sí àwọn nǹkan tá a kà á lẹ̀. Of course, yes, we encourage ourselves to come forward and work together alongside our men, alongside our brothers, so we can lift the community and we can push the community a bit forward. Having said that, no ní pé responsibility tí ó yẹ kí ọkọ ṣe àbí kí bàbá kí ọkọ ṣe lórí ìyàwó. A máa rò pé nítorí pé a ní kí obìnrin kan wá síwájú as leaders, we take on the responsibility. Ìyẹn ò dẹ̀ ní wípé responsibility tí bàbá bá fẹ́ ṣe lórí ọmọ tó yẹ kí bàbá ṣe lórí ọmọ, because we are saying, oh, let women come forward, let's work together, let's make a difference in the community. We are not saying you should take the responsibility of your husband. Neither are we saying you should take the responsibility of the father of your child. Bí ìyá àti ìyá ṣe ní role tiẹ̀ láti play ní life ọmọ, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá náà ṣe ní role ti tiẹ̀ láti play ní life ọmọ. Bí ọkọ ṣe ní role tiẹ̀ láti play ní life ìyàwó, exactly the same thing náà ni ìyàwó ṣe ní role tí ó ní láti play ní ọ̀dọ̀ ọkọ. But we are trying as much as possible to ginger our brain up where there are so many things that we've left behind that we can do. We can support one another to move the country forward. It does better ourselves. We are grateful. We alone endow our so many things. So we cannot continue to be quiet, sit back, or be laid back and not take responsibilities to your kamashi. So we have to do our own as well. Lára nǹkan tó wà very important yàtọ̀ sí ìrun àwẹ̀ nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ní ká máa ṣe, bọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ ṣe ní kọkùnrin máa ṣe ni kóbìnrin máa ṣe, lọ́lọ́run ní kóbìnrin máa ṣe. The few times tí obìnrin wà allowed láti ṣe àwọn nǹkan tí comes to ìrun is when she is on a monthly period. Other than that, kò sí nǹkan tọ́lọ́run ní kọkùnrin ṣe, tọ́lọ́run ní kí obìnrin máa ṣe. A fẹ́ gbààwẹ̀ ni, in fact, tá bá miss àwẹ̀ wa gan, we have to pay back. Let's look at charity organizations or community work. You cannot underestimate how the percentage of women into this field, and most of them are things that are and there's still a lot of people, there's still a lot of women out there that can actually make a difference. But yeah, I first support I first support our people. But we want to do one or two things. We also encourage our men as well to go into community work. And lead community project. We should give them our support 100%. Because when it comes, only I will be better in terms of energy, time, and everything. And your brothers were and your daddies were. Because a woman is leading a particular thing, Kama support any Kama support to bring a coco. Because it's a woman doing this, is a woman doing that. Hello, me, some people will think alone sorrow. Ask them for the lie. We are not weak bones. Ọlọ́run dá ọkùnrin láti support obìnrin. Ọlọ́run dá ọkùnrin láti fún obìnrin ní shelter, because egungun tó wà lára ọkùnrin kọ́ ló wà lára obìnrin. Ọlọ́run fún ọkùnrin ní energy yẹn more than obìnrin. And it doesn't make women a weakling. In fact, IQ, we are blessed in so many ways. That's why we are called women nation builders. That's why we are called home builders. Gone are no days told you should do. When I was listening to the vice president of the newly elected vice president of America, Kamala, right?
Kamala Harris.
She was saying that back in the days, gone are those days when women doesn't have a voice, when women doesn't have an opinion. Ó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Africa, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú òyìnbó, ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní so many places. Now she's going to be the first black women vice president ní political aspect in America. She's going to be the first woman so far. So we have so many things so we can keep community wa a ní ìdòbìnrin gan. Mo recommend sí Sayida Latifa only. When women is involved in anything, they get a better result. Well, lying is true because we are more patient. Our man wrong wider. A man wrong see oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ju ọkùnrin lọ. Fi the set ọkùnrin. What we are saying kò mean pé à ń try láti ojú pa ọkùnrin or anything. But in fact, the way women, we are soft in nature. We have this love. It's natural.
Women have the ability to better. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, okay. So Ọlọ́run dá wa, Ọlọ́run fún àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ tí Ọlọ́run fún obìnrin ni. Ẹ̀ṣọ́ t'Ọlọ́run fún obìnrin ni. Tá bá wo bí obìnrin àtọkùnrin ṣe máa ń treat ọmọ, pamper ọmọ. A rí pé 98% obìnrin ló ráyè láti tọ́jú ọmọ. Tí ọmọ yẹn bá ń ké kò lè wà happy. But ọkùnrin ò ní sùúrù yẹn lọ títí bọ́lọ́run ṣe dá wa ni. Bọ́lọ́run ṣe dá wa ni. Tó tá bá dẹ̀ wà ní àwùjọ kan, ká try as much as possible láti make a difference. Ká má fi gbogbo nǹkan fi dá ọkùnrin. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìgbà tó máa ní kán pín oúnjẹ, kán pín rice láṣẹ máa dìde la máa sáré kiri. No, we are better than that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh bless you, are more than sitting and around when we leave our men to do everything, regardless of situation. Yẹn la ṣe pé sister wa pé kán tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. She's into the political line, if not fully but partially. I'm not a political person, but I'm doing the bits like a lot of oríṣiríṣi nǹkan máa wà, àwọn tó máa sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn tó máa tako nǹkan tí èèyàn ṣe, kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe ní wá irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tì. But I have a voice, and my voice máa fi uplift orúkọ Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ìgbà. Every little opportunity I have to speak about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to speak about the love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, every little opportunity I have to calm people down, to make people happy, to make people laugh, I will definitely do it. Because those things, plus my 5 daily prayers, my 5 pillars of Islam, are things that's going to take me to Jannah. All right? Into why more important, you want to do this, you want to do that. And in fact, Albarka Wambe, don't limit your woman. You see a lot of men tí ó fẹ́ kan ìyàwó wọn ṣiṣẹ́, tí ó fẹ́ káwọn ìyàwó wọn kí wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ àbí kán ní involvement láwùjọ. You are just shooting yourself in the face because ọkùnrin nìkan ò lè dá nǹkan ṣe. Ọlọ́run tó dá ọkùnrin tó dá obìnrin, ó mọ nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe dáadáa. Men and women tó bá jẹ́ pé lọ́kọláya, we are meant to complement each other. Your wife do have a voice as much as you do too. Yes, to respect you. At the same time, ẹ̀tọ́ ọkùnrin náà ni láti respect ìyàwó tó ní. Culture wa ló jẹ́ kí many times tí ọkùnrin bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ a lè sọ̀rọ̀. In fact, obìnrin míì kò free pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé if they want to pass gas, it sounds funny, but some women dare not do that in the presence of their husbands, and the men would do that. How is that justified? It's actually true. When a woman is doing something and a man will think, oh no, why would we do that? And sometimes really free, we get really loose with our partners, molo partners, because that we can actually do anything. It doesn't have, we don't have to be quiet. If it's even Nisi, when women are among themselves, subhanallah, it's not because and wallahi, Allah has blessed us in so many ways. We have a lot of gifts which we can use to turn things around easily, and we can achieve better results. I don't know anything about politics. I'm a human rights activist, if you want to call me. I love justice so much. But at the same time, they've tried. Mo rántí àwọn sister wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ vice governor Lagos State, Alhaja wa, I'm trying to remember. I would remember her name. Recently, she was the previous one before this other person, Vice Antonio. I'm trying to Alhaja Idiat Lawal, the vice president of Lagos State. She tried. She did so many things. But we need, as women, we need to have the confidence in ourselves. No one should limit you. Nobody should limit you. Our husbands are raw, and your content. Give us the chance, give us the opportunity. By not come out pay and chorus in lenu. Emma lo agbára tí ẹ fi Ọlọ́run fún lórí ẹ má lójú. Ẹ jẹ́ kí obìnrin kí a ṣe nǹkan ní oríṣiríṣi. Àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n need wa ní community. Wọ́n need àwa obìnrin ló máa ń sábà ṣe community work jù. So if you limit your woman, how will she make a difference in the community? difference to the man making is going to help and support your own, as well as the child of the next neighbor, as well as the child of other people's around you. So gone were those days. Girls are beginning, our girls are beginning to realize that they have a lot of potentials. Nothing should limit them. Nothing, absolutely nothing should limit them. And we can, when a man is talking, of course we can talk. But look at the man. If the man is the one talking, it is equally wrong. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want that. We can always sit down, talk to each other, try as much as possible. Not to encourage, advise, correct in a very nice way. But that's too. Most things, when they are doing things that are intellectuals, we don't get up, we sit down, we are benchwarmers. Why? What about the knowledge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you? You know you can make a difference. There are lots of Nafeesas with a voice out there, but you need to wake up, come out, and do things that you know you can actually do. Imagine today, Rasheeda wasn't actually to come to the studio. Imagine out of the blues, I said to Rasheeda, today is you have to come on the program today and see what's happened in the last couple of minutes. I couldn't hear you. And if I couldn't hear you, I wouldn't be able to relate really well with the program. And see how wonderfully well Sister Rasheeda has done. She was so nervous. She blah, blah, blah. Look at you, you've done it. So I have pushed you, and circumstance actually pushed you to do something you think you cannot do. That is exactly what we're talking about. Exactly what we're talking about. Women, you can do it. You have the willpower. Nothing can limit you except yourself. Nothing can limit you except yourself. Yes,
just to buttress what you have been saying, Aja and Nafeesa.
Yeah.
Like I said, I spoke when I was speaking to Miss Rasheeda. I said it's important that we all come together, to speak in one voice. Women need to support one another. Enough of pulling one another down. We will strive and we will strive and then we'll achieve more. We'll achieve more. I'll call you back, sir. We'll achieve more when we get to be stronger when we are together. And like you said, women have better intuition, and women, they have the ability to great networking. It's very quick and easy. Like I said, I want to talk about this quote from Nancy Pelosi, where she said, women are leaders everywhere you look. From the CEO who runs a Fortune 500 company to the housewife who raises her children and heads her household. The world was built by strong women, and we will continue to break down walls and defy stereotypes. It's very important that they should start supporting us. Some men, when they see a woman speaking in the public, they frown at it. I'm so pleased and I'm so blessed, to speak about my dearest sister, Sayyidah Hamdallah. She's got this strong voice, in the religious circle, in the academic circle. She's doing incredibly well. So people like that, imagine if she was subjugated. Imagine if she was subjugated. Do you know how many people she has helped? How many women she has supported? So imagine if she was subjugated, would she be able to achieve that? And she's somebody we are very proud of in the Muslim Ummah. So I think it's very important for our men to please kindly support our women. When you see a woman who's got potential to do something or wants to do something, encourage her, support her, even if it is not if you're not supporting her financially, support her morally, emotionally, and otherwise. She will strive and she will succeed. But sometimes when a man sees a woman, that would be the best. Some men are quick to say that, feminist, No, we need to get things done, and women are better at doing a lot of things. They are better leaders, or they are, they achieve more, and women are great leaders. There's no doubt about that. So that's my own submission.
I'm not going to say women are better leaders. I would say we what a man can do, sometimes women can do better. The fact that we have a man, someone is a man, doesn't mean he's better than the woman. There are so many women out there that could do things better than the way a man can do. At the same time, there are so many things men are better doing than women. But about women are better. I don't know how to my favorite criticism see. But the point I'm trying to put across, we are gifted. Let's use it. It's high time we stop being bench warmers. Let's get up, make a difference, make things happen within our society, within our family, in our house. I won't call our tiny or Cornele, I won't call our no. Tinu leban dun ebe lowo obìnrin. Tinu leba den kan ni dakeji. E lo wa nǹkan tó ẹ lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ obìnrin yẹn. Kọ́lọ́run aláàánú jùlọ kó ṣàánú wa. Alhaja wa Fausat Babalola. What years are you talking about? That's not love. The word of the Lord said, the best man is one that shower open love and share ideas with his women. Benny. In fact, tí ọkùnrin bá wò dáadáa ní gbogbo ibi bọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe fún obìnrin àwa obìnrin ní ẹ̀bùn ọkùnrin gan àjòwú because Ọlọ́run dídì bless wa kò ní sí láti máa sọ wípé obìnrin a ṣe nǹkan báyìí upon gbogbo ọkọ kí ń rẹ̀ wá we multitask, we do this, we do that, we go through a lot of things. Even our ọmọ tá a bí gan mọ̀ pé women are patient more than men when it comes to let me not say 100% because not every woman that is patient with a child. Let me say 98% of women, because we have some men that are very patient with children as well, to be fair, right? So, but majority of women are more patient with children. Look at the teaching industry. You have lots of women more than men. Look at the nurses. The nurses, you see more women
than men.
There are lots of women doctors. Even you might want to see that male doctors may. Is it that it's, I don't know this statistics, is that it's balanced or one is more than the other? But when it comes to things that you need patience, you actually need true love, you will always find a woman there. That is the field which women like to invest. Because we know our help is needed, our support, our patience, our knowledge is needed in places like that. We've had this conversation before. See, when some people see me speak, or think about me about people that will criticize me will criticize me. Criticism is fine. If I'm wrong within me, if I believe I'm wrong, I will make correction. If I don't believe I'm wrong, I'll be very polite and say thank you. But I'll still be me. Our niño, it goes a long way. We do things differently. I believe if you have beauty, I believe if you have a voice, do it to exalt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name. Do it to call people onto the right path. That is what I believe in. Other people are different. Me, they were calling makeup or anything. But I so much love what I'm doing. I do it with a lot of passion. It's like Rasheeda, when I was coming, I was in traffic, I was panicking. I was like, oh, I hope I'm not going to be late today, XYZ. And I was actually saying to Rasheeda that if I was going to work, I will use the same energy because I don't want to be late. How much I value what I do. I value it so much. Alhamdulillah, it's been more than, we are going to 8 years now that we've been doing this program. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I've done it. Walillahi alhamdu to all of you help. But honestly, the rate of death, the rate of misfortunes, it's high time you watching or listening to me as a woman, It's high time you wake up and make the best use of the moment you have. It's not going to be there forever. It's not going to be there forever. And when you don't do it, other people will do it. Other people will do it. See, Obiriba marry. Before Kato marry, we have X amount of dreams. Why do you just about married? So we throw it, it goes down the drain. Why? Marriage is sweet. It's meant to be enjoyed. It does have a lot of ups and downs, just like everything in the world. But that shouldn't stop you from being who you want to be. You have to be strong yourself and find happiness within yourself. The happiness is not in the hands of your husband, neither is it in the hands of your wife. Your happiness is within you. How you manage it, what you know, what you think makes you happy, how you read meanings from everything you see, how positive you are, how emotionally strong you are, and how connected you are with your creator. This is how you get happiness. Wallahi azim. So your happiness is not in your husband's hands, neither is it in your wife's hand. It is within you. That's another topic for today, for another day. So don't let your marriage limit you. Don't let your marriage or whatever must have happened in your relationship limit you. The sky is so big. And competing with one another, let people compete with you if they want to. It means you are unique. You've got something they don't have. And that should actually give you the power to move on, to move forward. Because you know you can make a difference. Let people copy good things from you. Don't wait till, Timati pay 40, or dagba. Oh, my sister, she lost somebody this morning. She was like, oh, am I sure I can do this program? I said, why not? And I'd rather to cool. Jeka utilize time tiny nisin kafishin kontoda. Then tí wọ́n bá ń rí nǹkan tí à ń ṣe níwájú, ó máa jẹ́ kí àwọn náà kí wọ́n ní confidence. Ṣé bí ìyá ńlá wa Khadija radiyallahu anha? Ṣé bí wọ́n dúró tí àwọn ìdíje ni? Wọ́n tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé according to the Quran, ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé Ànábì wa Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, pẹ̀lú àwọn Jew tí ò sínú Quran. Kò dẹ̀ sí ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà ayé Ànábì wa Isa alayhi salatu wassalam. Pẹ̀lú àwọn Christian tí ò sínú Quran. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent to the whole world. He was born near Saudi Arabia. But he was sent to the whole world. But only alone around Ànábì Musa to a certain people. Or Ànábì Isa to a certain people. And to complete the whole religion. To complete everything. What story Maryam ni Kostini no Quran ni or story Tani. There are so many women. So many women. Asia, Friaun. So many iṣẹ́ tí obìnrin ti ṣe. Kí ló wá dé tó jẹ́ pé àwa obìnrin ìsìn àfi ká máa party nìkan la fẹ́ máa encourage ara láti máa ṣe. Àbí ká máa ṣèké, ká máa ṣètánú ara wa. Everybody, we need to, Alhaja Kudirat sọ pé we need to come together as one. We need to unite. Àwọn èèyàn ti kú gan ní 2020. Many àwọn kan ti kú pẹ̀lú coronavirus.
It's very important. And sorry to interrupt you, Ajay Nafeesa. You know, sometimes when I see what's going on Facebook, maybe when I stumble upon some programs, I ask myself, like, what do people want to gain from this? Bringing a fellow woman down. I think we should stop it, honestly. Women naturally are very productive. We should start thinking in that direction of doing things that are more productive and things that are more profiting, that are more benefiting and that are more rewarding. I think you should maybe sometime come up with that kind of program to discuss it. Let's stop bringing another woman down or other women down. We should stop it totally, honestly. Women are achieving all over the world. They are breaking barriers. They are breaking barriers. They are going places. Women are going places. Honestly, Nigerian women, let's rise up and stop this ridicule thing of bringing ourselves down. No, it's very important. It's very important. We should speak about this. Honestly, I think it's so disheartening. Honestly.
Ọlọ́run ti Mr. Kim. Ṣé mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí èmi nígbàgbọ́ ni wípé ni ọgbọ́n tọ́lọ́run fún wa. Ẹni ṣeré mọ̀ o. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe àìdá. Wàláhì ó mọ̀. Kí inú èèyàn bá dúdú. You tend to do so many things. Iṣẹ́ èṣù dẹ̀ ni. Ìgbà yẹn la máa gbàgbé pé ṣètò ọ̀nà máa fẹ́ kí n succeed. Ọ̀tá mi mà lè ṣe fẹ́. Èṣù dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n máa fẹ́ mi láìda. Kí n máa takò ọmọ làkejì mi. Ṣàṣà ni nǹkan tóbìnrin gbélẹ̀ 2-3 tó máa last fún ọdún 10. Kí ló dé ìlara? Kí la fẹ́ fi ṣe? And one of the reasons we are not moving forward. But kí oníkùn ló mọ̀ọ́kà. Kí oníkálukú wọnú ara ẹ̀. Ká wo pé kí ni mo fẹ́ rí gbà nínú nǹkan tí mo. A máa tọrọ àforíjì Ọlọ́run ti foríjì wa, but that moment that fi ṣe àìdá, we've lost it forever. We will never get the time back. We could have used the time to do something. We could have used it to do something better, way better than what we've done. Well, lastly, we know what is right and what is wrong. We know it.
Yeah.
Àdẹ̀mọ̀ wípé ibi tí èèyàn 2-3 bá wà, èṣù máa ń jókòó síbẹ̀ ni. That is why we have to be more cautious. I need láti máa rántí Ọlọ́run ká máa fọ ẹ̀mí wa mọ́ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ká dẹ̀ try láti ká show love. Oh, we're very important. We should show love. Continue to show love in everything we do. Sayyida Abdulsalam Nafeesa Ifeoluwa, thank you for joining us today, ma. Ekweto, more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, inshallah. Ami àtẹ̀yin náà. Ọlọ́run ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Sister Abi brother Ayeola Oloyin, thank you so much, ma. Sister Olabisi Shadare, thank you for joining us, ma. Akọ àtàárọ̀, Ọlọ́run ní fi wá sílẹ̀. So honestly, bí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe máa ń jẹ mí lọ. You know, there are so many things we can do in the community, especially in nílùú yìí tó tiẹ̀ tó wá fààyè Ọlọ́run ayé wà fún wa. We have a number of things láti ta lè ṣe. Ẹlòmíì ń sá fún ìkànnì. Ẹlòmíì ń sá fún kó má ṣe kéta àwọn. Kò ní nǹkan tó bá rí opportunity kò ní ṣe. And so if you are feeling less of yourself, at this moment, I think you should have a rethink. Don't think about someone that's going to ridicule you or that's going to be against you. Think about somebody's life you're going to touch. Think about the difference you're going to make in the community. Think about how pleasing it feels to make somebody else smile. Think about how you can turn somebody's life around. Think about the things you can do that you actually love doing. Forget about that person. Continue to do what you think is positive, what you think will make a difference, what you think will move the community or the nation forward. Backbiters, haters will always be there. Don't let them limit you. You are beautiful in your own way. You are gifted in your own way. Allah has endowed you with so many things, talents. I'm sure one of the big things, I will bring marriage or more. But we are nation builders. We can manage. We can juggle. We can multitask. I do this once in a week. I have other things I do during my time in the other days of the week. So we should try as much as possible. If you have the energy to do it every day, sometimes post or share message, loving message lórí Facebook, or kí yàn rí nǹkan tó lè ṣe yàn kan láǹfààní tí yàn share lórí social media, it goes a long way. Ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn tó máa fẹ́ waste time kó máa waste time ara wọn. Ibi tán ti ń wá ìṣubú ọmọlàkejì náà lóore tí wọ́n náà máa ti bọ́ sọnù. But kò gbọdọ̀ stop àwa láti máa ṣe nǹkan tí ó yẹ ká mọ̀ pé ó máa ní àǹfààní láti ṣe. My darling sister Olabisi Shadare, it's true, too much dramas on social media, both real and fake dramas, just to seek attention. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and forgive us all. Amen. Ọlọ́run ti help wa. Agẹmọ ti bí Yorùbá máa ní agẹmọ ti bímọ ẹ̀nà àìmọ́jọ́ wá kù sọ́wọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Ọlọ́run ti kọ́ wa nǹkan tá a máa ṣe. Gbogbo aládẹ̀ ní guiding angel, a ní guiding spirit. Tá a bá ní, ká máa ṣàdúrà ìdínà siratal mustaqim. But you know that there's something you've been aiming to do for months, for years, that you've not been able to achieve it. And all you need to do is to start it. You will be surprised how it's going to boom. You'll be surprised how many people will appreciate what you've done. You'll be surprised how many people will pray for you. You'll be surprised that might actually be, it can be something that a lot of people will value forever, even if it is one thing. Men, husbands, our brothers, our sisters, obìnrin ò kí ń ṣe ẹrú ọkùnrin, not in any way. Ìyàwó ò kí ń ṣe ẹrú in any way. Bí ọkọ èèyàn ò dẹ̀ kí ń ṣe ẹrú in any way. Ọlọ́run fún ọkùnrin ní willpower kí ó jẹ́ àrìjálù kọ̀wálù alánìsá ìlọ́lọ́run pé ìyẹn ò mí pé ẹrú lobìnrin yẹn. Ọlọ́run dídì fi ọkùnrin síwájú pàápàá láti máa dáàbò bo obìnrin. Egungun kan náà kọ́ lọ́lọ́run fún wa. In tí ọkùnrin lè ṣe, obìnrin lè má lè ṣe. Nǹkan tí obìnrin lè ṣe, ọkùnrin lè má lè ṣe. Ó pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi. Ẹ ti tẹ́ bá rí nǹkan tí ìyàwó yín tẹ́ rò pé ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ ìyàwó yín dáadáa. Tẹ́ bá rò pé tí ìyàwó yín bá ṣe kíní ó dẹ̀ máa dà o. Ẹ push ìyàwó yín towards achieving that particular thing. It's going to be a plus to you. Táwọn èèyàn bá rí pé ìyàwó yín ṣe nǹkan tó dà wọ́n á yìn yín because they know she wouldn't have done it without your support. The same way for obìnrin, tá bá rí nǹkan tó lè ṣọkọ wa láǹfààní, we should do it. We should come together and support one another. It makes us stronger and we achieve more. Sister Rasheeda, ẹ bá mi sọ wọ̀nba tó kù bí àlùkà fóònù wa ká máa lọ lé.
Ní àfikún, ní ọba tí mo kàn wá sọ ni wípé as obìnrin, tá bá ní nǹkan tá wò pé àkíní mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ achieve, tá bá rí obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ wa tá mọ̀ pé mọ̀, we shouldn't feel ashamed or we shouldn't step back láti ká má tìjú ká sọ̀rọ̀ sókè ká speak up ká wò pé ẹni yìí tí bá mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹni yìí dẹ̀ mọ̀ kíní yìí. Kéèyàn feel free, kéèyàn kind of swallow pride èèyàn láti approach ẹni téèyàn mọ̀ pé ó wà in that position láti help èèyàn. Téèyàn bá ti wá béèrè, kéèyàn má ti negate fact, kéèyàn má ti rule out fact pé tí n bá lọ bá ènìyàn bóyá tí n bá lọ bá Nafeesa wọ́n dẹ̀ lè má explain for me, wọ́n dẹ̀ lè má, but just make that attempt first. Taking care, she approach any even okay, this person, she knows about it, she knows how I'll go about it. So we shouldn't limit ourselves because when we talk about supporting each other, go to limit our koto di society go limit. So we shouldn't limit ourselves in any way. We should ask for help where we think we need it, because no one is an island of knowledge. No one knows it all. So if you think, yes. So if you think this person is in the best position to help me, approach that person. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ yẹn àbí nǹkan yẹn wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ ènìyàn, èèyàn á ti mọ̀ pé mo ti gbìyànjú ti tèmi. Ọlọ́run kára èèyàn á dẹ̀ èèyàn ò tún ní fìyẹn limit, because little do we understand pé all these little things, or béèyàn impact knowledge ni àbí èèyàn even as little as reaching out to another person or watching out for that person, like checking on another person, it goes a long way. Because at that point in time, you don't know how much more you feel you've made that person feel loved, or to have a sense of belonging. Let me put it that way. So we can only achieve today's topic, being leaders, women being leaders generally, by reaching out to each other, supporting each other, looking out for each other, make each other have a sense of belonging. Kolon ba kojo, ko shanwa, kolon shaforiji fún gbogbo wa ibi tá bá ti sọ tá ti ṣe sọ, àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ńlé náà, Ọlọ́run ṣàánú gbogbo wa. Inshallah bi Kudirat.
Àmín ya Allah. Alhaja Ọlọ́ba mi dúpẹ́ fún yín sister mi. Alhaja wa Kudirat Dada jẹ́ ní ohun àfikún ẹ̀kan àbí méjì kó tó di wípé a ka sórí wa. Alhaja wa Olúwakẹ́mi Bashir Iyalaje, thank you for joining us, ma. We are so happy to have you on today's program again. Kí Ọlọ́run lánàá jùlọ kó gba wọ̀nba tí abára wa sọ lénìí, kọ́lọ́run kó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní rọrùn fún wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká help ká support ara wa. Káwa náà dẹ̀ dìde láti ṣe ìṣẹ́. A lè dábìrà, àmọ́ ní ti dáadáa ní ká dábìrà. Kọ́lọ́run kó gbà ní ìbádà fún wa. So Alhaja wa Kudirat, ẹni two things tí ẹ fẹ́ bá wa sọ. Ká lè ka story wa kí a parí ètò tí mo wọ́n fáwọn èèyàn kan fẹ́ sá lọ.
I mean, she said a lot as well, and I've learned one or two things as well. So, èyí tẹ́mi máa tún fi ṣe láfikún gbogbo ìta ti sọ náà ni wípé kọ́lọ́run kó ràn wá ṣe. Ọlọ́run kẹ́ àwa obìnrin púpọ̀. Ọlọ́run ó fún wa ní grace oríṣiríṣi tó pọ̀. Tẹ́ pé àwọn ọkùnrin gan ò ní, you know, just like you said, àwọn obìnrin a máa multitask. Tẹ́ pé ọkùnrin mi tó bá try ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kan, ó lè break down, you know, and they will be wondering that, where do you get this strength from? You know, so kọ́lọ́run kó túbọ̀ jọ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kó kọ́ wa mọ̀ ṣe. Then àwọn ọkùnrin náà kàn jọ kàn túbọ̀ fi ara balẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin kàn dẹ̀ máa support wa, you know, ẹni yẹn kò necessarily láti jẹ́ ìyàwó wọn. Tó bá rí obìnrin tó ní potential àbí tó ń do well, you know, you can give your support, even if it is moral, if it is any way you can support. Let's carry on. Any to ràn lọ́wọ́ lẹ́ni, you never can tell, you know, irú positions ẹni yẹn máa wà lọ́la ẹni yẹn directly, ó lè jẹ́ family, ó lè jẹ́ somebody that tí wọ́n mọ̀. So that's my take. Ọlọ́run kó jọ kó ṣàánú wa 2020 tó lọ sópin, Ọlọ́run jọ má jò dí wa mẹ́rù lọ. Ọlọ́run kó fi ààbò èyí tó dájú kó fi bò wá, kó dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Àmín Ọlọ́run wa bá mi jazakumullahu khairan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá wa ní sùúrù, tí ẹ bá wa wà lórí program lẹ́ni, Ọlọ́run wa bá wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo pátápátá ṣe àdúpẹ́. Ẹjọ́ tí ẹ bá ẹ bá wa ṣí ẹ, Ọlọ́run á gbà ní ìbádà fún wa. Sister Jamila Mahmood, when women, especially Muslim women, should support each other. We are all what we have. We should be each other's cheerleader and shun any ill feeling of tearing each other down. We can only make the Ummah great by supporting each other. Wallahi, Ọlọ́run bá mi kẹ́yìn. Ọlọ́run bá mi kẹ́yìn fún ìtẹ́sọ̀.
Allahumma amin.
We have to come together as one. We have to unite. Solidarity will take us to greater heights. Èèyàn kan ò lè dá ṣe. But honestly, if you can't get support from anybody, try your best. Ìgbìyànjú yẹn Ọlọ́run fẹ́. If there's no support from anywhere, it won't even stop you. Do the little you can do. There are so many ways. You can reach out to people so many ways with this new technology. You can reach out so many ways. Kọ́lọ́n kó gbà fún wa. Àwọn imam wa, Imam Salim Tenigunlogbon Lawal, náà wà mí dúpẹ́ fún yín. Màá fẹ́ sọ nǹkan bí mo ṣe rí wọn ní tí mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ gbogbo àrí mo rántí mo tún ṣe rí wọn. Imam mi yìí, Imam Salim Tenigunlogbon Lawal, he has pushed me to do so many things with the media. Wallahi azim. Even yàtọ̀ sí àwọn náà máa tún máa push me. He shares so many things. So in the Islamic program. Want to push me? Oh, you can do this. Shibai. Imam niye. Because one more okay, if you can do this, you can do that. That is what our imams should, all of our imams should do too. That is what all our uncles, brothers, fathers, husbands should do too. Encouraging the women to go for things that we know are green, things that we know that are very useful, that will be productive in the society. Now, lastly, what my darling Imam Salim abundantly, and all my imams and the ulamas. So many times I'm pushing my. In fact, what you push me, why do I have to do? Why don't I do Sunnah and Self-Esteem another time? Once a week. He has tried to push me to do that so many times. Wallahi azim. One got me because okay, do this. There are other sisters he's trying to push as well to come out and over importance in community called Los Okay. So these are things we need to encourage ourselves to do. Imam ni kan ko lo ma se le wa je challenge gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó imam wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin stay das wa, ẹ̀yin ìyàwó afa wa. You need to get up. You need to wake up. You need to get involved in the community. See about
empowering women.
Why are you so quiet? There are so many things you can learn from you. There are so many things they can learn from you. The community needs you. The community one or two people tell me, okay, and coach it's very important because there are some things women want to discuss with women. They don't want to discuss with men, even if they are their affairs. Don't give a woman, another person's wife, the opportunity to discuss something that is very private with your husband. You as a woman, most of you are knowledgeable. Give these women the chance to come to you freely. Give them the chance to come to you freely and discuss these women things with you. I will be discuss because you know our obìnrin. Mama ta bari àwọn ìyàwó afa wa tí wọ́n bá dìde kan wá support wa. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀? Kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀, other if not àwọn tó bá dìde tó máa sọ náà la máa gbọ́. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ ìyàwó ya, ẹ̀yin sheikha tí ẹ wà tí ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run fún yín mímọ̀. We need you in the community. Your community needs you. Support your husband. Iṣẹ́ ẹ̀dá wà ní. Ẹ má rò pé bí àwọn eléyìí wọn kì í gbọ́ràn, wọ́n lè máa wọ makeup. Ìyẹn kọ́ ìlú bá lọ. Ìyẹn máa ń ṣe wáàsí. Ìyẹn máa ń báyàn sọ̀rọ̀ tútù. Díẹ̀ títí wọ́n máa ju ìwà yẹn lẹ̀ díẹ̀ títí Ọlọ́run máa fi gbọ́ àdúrà yẹn. Ọlọ́run máa fi mú ẹni yẹn. Ọlọ́run máa fi change ẹni yẹn completely. Ẹ má wo ìwà àbàjẹ́ ẹni yẹn. That's why you are there to be a teacher. That's why you are there to counsel. A lot of things shall in everybody's marriage life. Each asalatu should find a family, counseling the family. Ọkùnrin nìkan ò lè ṣe. Mo lè fẹ́ discuss nǹkan tó kó private lè pè mí àtọkọ mi ní free kí n bá àfáà mi sọ. But tí máa ń yàwó àfáà mi tí mo rí pé ẹni tó ṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ẹni tó ṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀ in the sense that there's a way you present yourself. There's a way you actually package around that people will be approachable. You will smile. People would come to you easily, talk to you, and when we have a lot of women out there doing things like that, then hardly we to bring but because we have you as a knowledgeable person, that you are Muslim, you don't bring yourself. People don't know that you can actually do things like this. Some people don't have a choice. Nibiti family matter, bosheri. Àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣègbéyàwó, they need counseling on a regular basis. Àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ marry, they need counseling on a regular basis. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti marry for 10, 20 years, they need counseling on a regular basis. Àwọn tó ti dàgbà, tó ti darúgbó 50, 60s, they still need counseling as family, as husband and wife. So there's a lot of jobs out there for everybody. So there's a decided, okay, I have a young mind. Mo fẹ́ máa bá àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ marry, àbí ṣe marry sọ̀rọ̀. This Rasheeda can say, okay, I like elderly people. I want to marry 10, 20 years. I would handle them with family matters. Alhaja Kudirat, okay, I want over 50s. I understand them better. Let me handle them. I met a tiny within the same organization. At the Amashe family matter session were different or same time. We form a bubble. So maybe every 1 week, every 2 weeks, we're talking about each other. Wallahi, things are happening in our community. Things are happening in everybody's family. So people don't know where to turn to, especially we women. We are secretive. We our reserve. Comfortable. But where Oma Joko Dada, Oma Sorrow, Oma share experience. So you knowledgeable sisters, especially in Yawa power, it is high time you wake up, you come out, present yourself to us, so we can have where to run to when there are crises, when we need counseling. Please, for the sake of the island, because there's a lot of things happening. And that will limit the counseling women are going to do with their husbands, which are men. Let's leave the men. Men have a lot of counseling to do too. So let's leave the men to men and women to women. The opportunity is there for you. And it's an opportunity for you to learn. Most of the time you see your husband doing it. So why don't you support them? Why don't you support them? We need you to come out and voice that we need your support. Àwọn med wọ́n bá tí mo mọ̀ mo ń sọ wọ́n pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi. Fine, but there are ways we can meet with you. We would love to meet with you. We can be on we can connect to social media. There are so many ways to connect with you. So it will limit the amount of engagement women have with men imams. This is very important. And it is very sad that it's not happening. But I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Emma Dide would help and support us. You will help and support us for the sake of Allah, and you get your reward as well.
Inshallah.
I'm glad I said what I said, because it's something that is very needed in our community. We want you don't give your attention to all the jalabia or hijab sisters only. A sister will not wear hijab. It's not for you to judge the person. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't present yourself in a way where she can come to you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't, even if she wears skimpy dresses. That doesn't mean you shouldn't present yourself in a way for her to come and speak to you. So because you don't give us a chance, if someone is not hijabi, I want hijabi class around. I want to hijabi class around. Hijab is just one aspect of Islam. There's so many things. So many. So if you give them the opportunity to come closer, okay, say darling, and changing her way of dressing. Wallahi, it's barakah for you too. It is barakah for you too. We need to. And wallahi, I've seen a lot of sisters. Taking on low hijab, but they know a lot. But behind their closed doors, you don't know the relationship they have with their Lord. Closed doors, even be better than yourself. So, That's very important. Ẹni tí ò lo hijab lé ní ó lè dọ̀la ń tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dọ̀la. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń lo hijab sórí la kó ṣì dànù. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So gbogbo opportunity ta bá rí kí ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa lò ó dáadáa. My darling big sister Omobola, you said it all. Jazakumullahu khairan. Thank you so much. Gbogbo chi mo ṣe call. Ọlọ́run ní fi wá sí ọba mi kí àbí opportunity dáadáa. Yeah, to say. There are too many things to say. Because we want a change in the community. We want to help ourselves. Yeah, Sister Alhaja, you have mentioned one of the barriers among sisters. It's not in your place to criticize the person. Thou should not judge. Hijab is one aspect. Hijab is one aspect. I'm a sister don't wear hijab in the corner of the house. I'm a sister don't wear hijab to tolerance. What's the purpose of your hijab? What's the purpose of your hijab? Another topic for another day. Because some people, I'm crucify I won't be wash that I won't wash. I want to body tight fitted clothes. No, now. She's no. I know your current king take a box as the low home. She's also no. October bash a similar thing on my crucify Bunny. Why? In control of not obeying now. I know your current to many men, Toman King, Toman low wash for only the at top about only length to your code. Tight fitted clothes. So that nipples, I'm sure we were absent. You're showing your sexy part as well. It's exactly the same thing. A woman to buffy cleavage. It's exactly the same thing. Because a woman cannot solve it. And the area went to Jackie one name, they do that. Hello, me, I sharam lowo, go kora, nipple leyon sita, to jokurin. It's wrong, it's equally wrong. There are so many things when I have a story addressing. There's so many happenings, so many things that even men don't show that worse than men. Men nowadays also wear tight-fitted trousers. You can see the size between their thighs, their legs. You can see the size of their manhood. So there are so many things. Come on, man. Blah blah blah. There are so many things happening. Or we can help one another to grow. We can help one another to change. No one is perfect. You know, talk rinky. No. So we are all in this together. So we need to support one another. Kayejeki feel useless or worthless. We need to stop that. So many and we are calling all women to come up, brave up. Brave up, you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that created you. You are beautiful. You are somebody's daughter. Beautiful daughter. Beautiful daughter. See yourself as a beautiful soul. As someone that is limitless by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can move mountains. You have to believe in yourself. And you can make a lot of changes. I will stop here because of time. Sister Jemmy, as I'm saying it, I feel so emotional because I've seen things happen. I've seen a lot of things happen. It needs to change. Continue to guide our right. Of young girls who find it hard to fit in. A friendly service with sisters who need more knowledge. Meditation service in our community center as and all sorts. We can go on and on and on. Hijab issues. We all have our differences, levels of Iman. Hence, who wears and who doesn't wear the hijab. We attain Iman level at different times. Yes. May Allah guide our path. Amen. Some of these issues are things holding us back. Definitely. Well said, Sister Jamila. May Allah bless you. Babalola, it's easy said than done. Please note this is no code. Please note these so-called Afars do not appreciate women like you and myself to get close to their wives. Well said. You have a point. Tí ó bá jẹ́ wípé àfà ló ń limit àbí ní ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí obìnrin míì súnmọ́ ìyàwó wọn. Tí ìyàwó yẹn dẹ̀ ní ìmọ̀. Tí ó ní ìmọ̀, ó kù wọn ó kù Ọlọ́run nítorí pé kò sí èèyàn kan tó gbọ́n tán tí àwọn wọn bá clean tí èmi for instance ò bá clean tí n bá ń súnmọ́ ẹni tó ń clean aṣọ ọ̀dọ̀ tí mi mọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni gbogbo ẹni tó lọ́n bá fún lówó ó fi owó yẹn ṣàdánwò fún mi tí ò bá tán wàhálà ni gbogbo ẹni tó lọ́n bá fún lọ́mọ ó fi ọmọ ṣàdánwò fún ni tí ò bá tọ́jú ọmọ yẹn dáadáa wàhálà ni gbogbo ẹni tó lọ́n bá fún ní ìmọ̀ tí ò bá wá lo ìmọ̀ yẹn kí ó fi benefit àwọn èèyàn kó fi jẹ́ kí ayé dá wàhálà ni fún nítàn so ẹni tó bá ní kó má sùn tí àáfàá bá ní kéèyàn má sùn mọ́ ìyàwó I don't see a reason why they would say that but for any reason we are women if you want to take from a man we can we've got wisdom and our men cannot or limit us láti ṣe iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Our men cannot stop us láti sin Ọlọ́run, láti ṣiṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run. We are all fighting for Jannah, remember. Everyone is fighting to go to paradise. Christians, Muslims, we want to go to paradise. We have to work for it. We have to work for it. And gold is not cheap. Pearls are not cheap. Diamonds are not cheap. We sweat for it, we work for it, we fight for it. And you never know what you can do that can actually attain you a place in Jannah. I don't listen to what people say. I follow my heart. So far I pray, I ask for guidance, I follow my heart. Whatever anybody says doesn't bother me anymore. If my conscience is clear, and I have a clear intention towards something, I go for it. Nobody stops me. Walillahi alhamd. You as a woman, you can do it. Let no one stop you. If your husband is saying no, do everything possible for him to accept. So far you want to do something and it's right. Wallahi, because of my passion, lábẹ́ àwọn gbogbo gbà. Ọlọ́run rí wọn nítorí wọ́n sọ obìnrin yẹn dẹrú. Obìnrin ò dẹ̀ kì í ṣe ẹrú. Ìwọ tó bá ní ẹrú tó ń bá ẹrú yẹn sùn, ìyà Ọlọ́run pọ̀ sí fún ẹni. Ọkùnrin tó bá fi ìyàwó jẹ ìyàwó, á rí ìyà Ọlọ́run. Ìyàwó tó bá fi ìyà jẹ ọkọ, á rí ìyà Ọlọ́run nídàkejì. Ọlọ́run ní ká múra wa lẹ́yọ̀kan. Ìbò ní two becomes one. Right? Àjọ wà pọ̀ láti jẹ́ kí ayé lè dání. Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ community mi. One person cannot be a slave. The two of us cannot be a boss. The two people can't be a boss. Oman default. But we respect, we love. We can do things together. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. There's plenty of time to talk. There's plenty of time to do. Eja kasari ka story wa. Alhaja Kudirat. She can because I know you want. It's ma.
Yes, thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah. Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúpẹ́ fún yín.
Amen.
Jazakallah.
Amen.
Ọlọ́run á gbà. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́. Thank you. My dear sister, we are in this together. In fact, me aka story. Fún one lesson from the story.
Okay.
We have a deal?
Deal.
Yes, mashallah. Okay. Who can remember our story from last week? I think, who can you remember, Sister Rasheeda?
No.
Don't worry. What are sisters for? I will help you out.
Thank you.
Shows how much I love you, sister. Right. Last week, story was about a terrible earthquake.
Wow.
Today, we'll be reading about Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam and the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Story.
Story.
Upon a time.
Time.
Thank you, my darling sister.
You're
We
welcome.
now continue our story from the book 101 Quran Stories and Dua by the author, Saniya's name, Khan. Today's title again is the Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam and the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. He will bestow the full measure of his blessings upon you and upon the house of Yaqub. Surah Yusuf, Quran 12, verse 6. Long ago in Jerusalem lived a pious old man. His name was Yaqub alayhi salam. He was a grandson of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and the son of Ishaq alayhi salam, the Prophet Ibrahim's son alayhi salam. Yaqub was himself a prophet and also the leader of his tribe. The Prophet Yaqub had 12 sons. Yusuf was the Prophet Yaqub's 11th son and the second child of his first wife. His youngest son was Binyamin, the Prophet Yusuf's own brother. The Prophet Yusuf's 10 other half-brothers had another mother. As a child, Yusuf spent his time in and around the family, playing with his little brother Binyamin, running with the baby lambs and gazing out over the vast desert lands. The Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam had a keen intelligence and a kind nature. His father loved him dearly. He kept Yusuf close to him and had long talk with him even when Yusuf was quite young. From the very beginning, Yaqub alayhi salam was much impressed by Yusuf alayhi salam. He saw a great and promising future of him. I have an extract from the Quran. My Lord, be merciful to them both as they raised me up when I was little. Surah Al-Isra, Quran 17, verse 24. The end of the story. Over to you, Sister Rasheeda.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So lessons learned from that story is first, love, fatherly love. We can have learned from that story, like right from the onset, there has always been love. And now you run on somebody, if any, isn't it? So when you love someone and that person knows you love them, it gives them that sense of like, oh, I've got this person's support. I can do this. With this person's support, I can achieve this. So in essence, we should show love to each other. And when we show love to each other, it would help us achieve things. It would help us go places. It would help us to get things done. Because maybe Tiko ba si ife, then koni lo dadambe. So amongst our children, we should show love. In our community, in our society, we should show love to each other. We shouldn't discriminate, regardless of whoever it is. We should show love to each other, show love to one another, give each other a sense of belonging, and watch out for each other, you know.
I mean, being the first time I'm pushing him and challenging. Now you've done pretty well. My line is infinity abundantly.
Allahumma amen.
Lesson story wa. The lesson my sister says love. Out of love, our sister has met her, she jade leni wikpe. And out of love, let's encourage ourselves. If you have the potentials to be a leader as a woman, don't let anything limit you or stop you. It is out of love. We've shown you love. May Allah in His infinity mercy increase His love upon us and upon yourself as well. Show us love by sharing this with another woman, another family, another girl, another father, another brother, another husband. It will go a long way if you support us. We are saying thank you to every one of you. It's all about love, love, love. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also loves us dearly. And we have to love Him in return and also show love to every one another. May Allah in His infinity mercy continue to guide us aright.
Amen.
We've lost so many things this year. We have to continue to show love upon love upon love upon love. We have to end it here because another program is waiting. If we've actually trespassed so much today, I'm so sorry. My darling sister, Allah bless you abundantly.
Allahumma
Allah
amin.
from us. If we have said anything that is wrong, may Allah forgive us. And may Allah if you've said anything that is good, may Allah reward us abundantly. Even the things we said wrong, we didn't say it out of we might have made a mistake, but we trying as much as possible to put things together to support one another, which is one of the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves. Thank you to our guest speaker again. May Allah reward you abundantly. Thank you to all of you watching and supporting us. Thank you to all of you who have shared the program. Our sponsors, thank you so much. For those of you still willing to support us on Sunnah and Self-Esteem, we still need your support. May Allah in His infinity mercy reward you abundantly. We have our bank details on our page. Please, if you can support us, we will appreciate, and Allah in His infinity mercy reward you in multiple folds. For having access our Facebook account, please like Sunnah and Self-Esteem. We have a Barclays account. Name is Sunnah and Self-Esteem. Source code 208956. Account number 436-160-96. Payment reference, My Radio. You can set up a standing order. You can set up direct debit. You can give us a one-off. Whatever you can afford to support us, we will appreciate, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward you abundantly. Once again, my darling brother, my daddy, my lovely brother, Alhaja Abdul Hakim, Abajide Ayeola. Ayeola, you need to come on with your more issue. Or did you tell me? Oh my God, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Big brother, I love you. I love you. I love you. May Allah be with you more and increase you in all ways and all of us. Amen. We'll meet again next week, inshallah. I will remain yours, your sister, your friend, Nafeesa Ayeola Odofin. Thank you so much, Sister Rasheeda. We'll meet again next week and very soon. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ayọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ajúlẹ̀ bá, ó sì tọwọ́ rí fún mi.
sí lórí dùkúlẹ̀ àìsàn. Ìyàwó jẹ́ bí èdè ọ̀pá bí. Ẹ̀wù ìtumọ̀